Hello everybody and welcome to another sensual episode of VideoHamster's Productions. I am Omer and this is VideoHamster's Productions. Ignore this. We are diving right back into Let's Meet Adam, a gay erotic murder mystery taking place in an escape room. Oh my guys, I wasn't planning on doing 3 consecutive streams, but I am freaking hooked with the murder mystery and the intense decisions that we need to make in this game. So I want you all to join me. And if you've been watching the previous episodes, or if this just sounds like something you might be interested in, then now's the time to subscribe, like this video, and leave a positive comment to let me know that you've watched. I will leave timestamps for those of you who want to skip to the juicy part, but boy oh boy, you do not want to do this because we are in for a treat today. So, last time we left, we had the heartbreaking decision. One of these 3 has to get left behind, and we already know that the person getting left behind is being basically massacred brutally. So, because we already started a romance with Pierce, even though he is a complete and utter asshole, I think I will let him live. Okay, so I think I will set up with Pierce. And I will leave behind Bart. Just because I haven't romanced him, and I will do a whole stream when I do romance him. So, bye Bart. I motioned to Vince using a tilt of my head, trying to be as undercover as possible. Vince looked around subtly and strides over to Adam. You decide? Yeah man, I did. I just hope we're doing the right thing, bro. Who'd you pick? Just follow my lead, alright? Vince nods solemnly. Adam takes a deep breath, then exhales long and nervously. Alright, it's now or never. Slowly but surely, Vince and I start to step back and away from Bart. Oh, that feels bad. As I'm backing away, I brush up against Pierce and tug at his arm slightly. Pierce looked confused at first, but his face brightens up with a devilish smile when he figures out what's going on. I then nod towards Lucky, who Vince promptly scoops up. Still can't get over the fact that almost half of us are. What do you think you're all doing? Bart, Hold your horses there, fellas. I hope you aren't planning to do what I think you're about to do. Without even consulting me first? Bart, I'm sorry, but someone has to stay behind. And that someone is you. I'm really sorry. But it's just too suspicious, you just showing up again. You said you trusted me. You said you believed me. I know how it feels to have someone believe in you when no one else does. I do it for a living. I help kids feel like someone believes in them even when their own parents don't. Even when they don't believe in themselves. You all make me sick. At this point I was expecting Bart to straight up maul us. But somehow he remained pretty calm. Pierce was ready to jump in and fight at any moment, I could tell. Come on, cowards. If you can trust a guy like Pierce, I don't want to have anything to do with any of you. I'll figure my way out of here on my own. I'm a survivor. I'm already proven that once. I'll be damned if I don't prove it again. So get going, before I change my mind and crush the all of ya. You aren't going to go down fighting? I was sure you'd freak out. Why are you letting us go? You know you can easily handle us all. I want to live here with my humanity and my dignity still intact. Can any of you still claim that, even if you make it out of here? Come on, chicken shits. I don't need a damn one of you. Bart turns his back to us and starts inspecting the room. Maybe he's hoping to find something to help him escape. I go speak again, but Vince grabs my shoulder and shakes his head. My mouth was open. I was about to say something, anything, but then I chose to keep my mouth shut. This is the way it has to be. Goodbye, Bart, and good luck. I felt terrible. I couldn't help but drag my feet a little in the narrow corridor. I know you guys are probably gonna hate me for ditching Bart, but we're gonna do it again and we're gonna romance Bart, okay? I was so out of it, I kept bumping into the walls of either side of us. Neither of us spoke the whole time, and I refused to head back to the door only to hear another one of us get slaughtered. I just want to get out of here, to get home, to get back to my normal amazing life. Was that too much to ask for? I have so much to live for. I can't let it end this way. Holy shit. Alright, this is it. The final room. Both men looked around in fascination at the last puzzle room. It was at once stunning, electrical, and seared with horror. Yeah, it is pretty freaky. And I'm gonna take a screen grab of this, because this can be a nice thumbnail. Neither of them was sure what it meant, but rows of limbless male mannequins floated on shining hooks. Sorry? That all too familiar pink ooze dripping from their necks as a warning. Beneath them were several floor drains, although what were they for? Adam shuddered at the thought. We're so close, I can taste it. Can't you feel it, bro? Can't wait to get out of here and suck freedom's dick. Careful with that enthusiasm there, Pierce. We still haven't gotten out of here yet. Why are you being such a downer for? We made it, you and I. We made it, ugh. Howdy, Rocky Horror, Tony Rocky Horror. Welcome to the stream. Hot looking to ya. Oh look, YouTube's been ever so kindly to award you some points. Go ahead and feel right at home. Like, now I'm curious, how many points do I have for being such an active participant in my own stream? I have 17,000. How much do you have, Tony Rock Horror? Tony Rocky Horror. Why do I keep calling you Tony Rock Horror? Alright. Say, while we're here, I thought we could, you know. Although that would probably be the ultimate stress reliever, I think this time we should focus. Pierce, you never have focus. Whoa. Oh yeah, I mean, that's always been a problem of mine, even growing up. Short attention span or whatnot. But a lot of shit is boring, man. Why should I waste time thinking about doing shit I don't find interesting? Maybe because your life depends on it, you a-hole. Oh, Tony Rocky Horror, you are not so far behind me. 9,000 points. Erotic. Très erotic. Good for you, I'm very proud of you. How are you gonna spend those hard-earned points? By the way, I think if you type actions, if I'm not mistaken, actions will give you a list of all the points. Of all the, no? Maybe action. Ah, shit, maybe commands. Command. Oh, give Heidi a treat for 150 points. Alright, that I can get down with. Where's Heidi? Heidi? Heidi, come. Heidi, come. She's so freaking lazy. Heidi. Heidi. I should call her Heidi. Heidi, come. Heidi, come. Heidi, come. Heidi, come. We're gonna play a little fitting game.
Am I on the show?
You're showing. Alright, are you ready to play some guessing game with Heidi? Heidi, are you ready for some guessing game? We have treats here. We're gonna shake them. And Heidi hates games. She really does. Hey! Heidi, which hand do I have the treat? Burp, 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 burp. Wrong. That was here. Okay, we're gonna shake it again. We're gonna... No. Heidi does not like losing this game. Heidi, come.
Or she's just reported.
No, she just really doesn't like losing this game.
Or she is reported.
Greyhounds have these attributes where it's just like, I will not amuse you. All caps forever. Zach, you have hi from all caps forever. He's saying hi. He's saying hi back, Zach. Alright, I'm gonna give Heidi the treat. It's gonna be off camera. Just so that you know that she actually did eat her treats. Defiant dog. Such a defiant dog. I love how she lost once and she's like, I'm not playing that shit again. Bye. So, clever girl, well, I guess clever is one way to look at it. Clever is one way to look at it. Alright, back to our game. Or if it's like too hard, like those damn puzzles, that's Heidi. Pierce is literally Heidi. Why should I waste time thinking about doing shit I don't find interesting? No, you know what? I'm gonna do it in Heidi's voice. Why should I waste time thinking about or doing shit I don't find interesting? Or if it's like too hard, like those damn puzzles. Yeah, we need to figure these out ASAP. What sort of puzzles can we find here? I mean, look at this place. I wonder if it's something to do with those dummies hung up all over there. I bet you they're hollow and the clues are inside or something. Yeah, or maybe the wall tiles have scratches on secrets in them. Either way, there's for sure something around here we can use. Yo, by the way, I'm glad you chose me. Not trying to sound conceited, but you made the best choice. So don't feel bad about what happened back there. I can't help but feel a little bit, at least a bit guilty. Once we realized we're toys in this nightmarish game, I knew we'd have to make tough decisions. It's different though once you're actually in it, making those decisions. I don't know what the big deal is. Dude, if it was me, all those choices would have been made real easy, I think. What? Why do you say that? Well, it's pretty simple. It's just survival of the fittest. Well spoken by the personal trainer. I just picked the biggest, baddest, and strongest dudes, and that be it. I can't wait to escape from here. I'll finally have that crazy drug-fueled orgy I've always wanted. Such a douche. Really celebrate being alive. Just fucking go on a bender and help me forget all this bullshit. Don't you think they'll be fun? Ha, actually, I really do. You should come with me. You'll be my partner. We'll, make sure we come up with our own special safety word. Pierce nudges and winks at Adam. Dude, fuck off. We'll call the pigs once we break free from here. And they'll take that goat-headed freak to prison, give him the death sentence. Then we'll be able to party like circuit boys in Heat. So let's figure this puzzle out already. Yeah, man, I know we can figure the last one out. And if we can't, we'll muscle our way through, yeah? Hell yeah! Oh? God damn it, why now? Shit. I'm so sorry for the interruption, gentlemen. And I use the term lightly. However, your time is up. Huh? Seriously? I do hope you enjoyed your stay here at Escape Mansion WeHo. It's been a pleasure serving, or rather, severing you all. Apologies. I realize it was a bad pun, but I couldn't help myself. I'll be coming around later to collect survey cards and your remains. Thank you and hope you'll sing praises of this experience to all of your friends. Oh, and one last thing. Fuck you all. Crackles. Holy shit, what are we supposed to do? Yo, those death traps he was saying about. We're fucked. Pierce the door, come on, let's try to fucking bust out of here. Something. Anything. Adam and Pierce, in a state of frenzy, were about to rush to the door when a strange sound snatched their attention. Adam, whoa! Do you hear that? What is that weird smell? Oh, it's gas! Some sort of toxin! Don't breathe it in, Pierce! Is it like nerve gas? What the hell is this stuff? Adam, what do you do, man? Yo, Adam! Whoa, check out your eyes! You look weird! Are you okay? Adam! Adam! Oh god, my head. It was pounding. I felt the way I did when I was last in the hospital, waking up from general anesthesia. I was so groggy that everything was blurred in and out. Ugh, where did he go? Am I all by myself? The thought instantly shot feeling of dread and terror into my system. But I was too out of it for these thoughts to snap me back to reality. At least I wasn't dead. But why am I here alone? Adam was still on his hands and knees, but was able to lift his head and notice that the large metal exit door of the room was wide open. He thought it strange, but the murkiness of his mind wouldn't allow him to comprehend it. Coughing a few times, Adam stood up and hunched over for a while in order to catch his breath and clear his mind. When the fog had finally cleared, he stumbled towards the open door. I have to find Vince and the others. I have no clue what this sudden switch up is all about, but I need to be careful and regroup with everyone somehow. When Adam passes through the dark corridor and back into a foyer that was not the one promised, he was devastated. It was supposed to be the first foyer before we even got into the library. Fuck. Vince! Vince, where are you? Can you hear me? The violent static swill from the television was the only response in the heavy silence that followed. What the hell do I do now? I can't go through these doors now, can I? I don't have a partner, so... Adam turns his head side to side, unsure of what to do next. He notices that this foyer was different from the previous rectangle-shaped ones. To his right, there seemed to be another narrow hallway that turned a corner. To his left and behind him, there was another hallway that appeared to turn a corner. In other words, this foyer was U-shaped, or possibly even a loop. Adam decided to take the right path, so to speak, and went to investigate the hallway to his right. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. I'm taking a screen grab of this. No. Oh god, no. As Adam turned the corner, the large man in the goat mask turned his head, and only his head, towards his prey. Goatman did so in an eerie, statusec way. He did not move, although the reflected light on his kitchen knife flickered maniacally. For a second or two, they simply stared at each other. Adam in abject horror. The blood in his veins ran ice cold, until Goatman took a step forward and ambled slowly towards Adam. The hand that held the knife clenched even more so in preparation. Get away! Fight or flee. Let's flee. Adam turned his heels and bolts back to the section of the foyer he just came from. Slow but steady steps stalks Adam from behind. He looks to the door on his left, but makes a snap decision and instead runs towards the other hallway in front of him. This has got to be the way out. I can't let him catch up to me. Shh. What the? Adam was in complete shock, so much so that it was not even capable of letting out a surprised primal yelp. Oh! I'm taking a screen grab of this as well. Guys, this is creepy as fuck. Creepy! The figure seated on the throne did not stir one bit. Whatever it had a similar mask to Goatman, except the lion had a sinister grin, lined with razor-sharp teeth plastered across its face. At first, Adam thought perhaps it was a dummy and a scare tactic, until it tilted its head in curiosity at what Adam's next move was. Fuck, what do we do? What do we do? It's a hard choice. It's a hard knock life. And with that hard choice, we're going to take a quick 90-second break. Do not go anywhere. Stay with me. Alright, we are back. And Tony Rocky Horror says that we should fight for our lives. You know what? Let me quickly save, because I have a feeling if we'll try to escape again, we'll die. But I want to see what happens if we flee, because I think fleeing will get us killed. And then we can load. So let's flee. Adam starts to back slowly in abhorrence. Oh! A strong gloved hand grabs Adam's neck from behind. The grip is so powerful and shocking that Adam could barely breathe. Let me go! Arrgh! Urgh. An indescribable pain, like a raging inferno, spread through Adam's back. Adam tried to turn his head, but found he couldn't move a single muscle. Goatman has thrusted the kitchen knife so deep and forcefully into Adam's back, it ripped apart his spine. The person in the lion's mask delightfully started to slow clap. As Adam's head dropped down involuntarily, he saw his own blood cascading down into a pool underneath his feet. Adam's vision started to go, and finally, absolute darkness overtook him completely. Game over. Okay, now let's load. And let's try to fight and see if it makes any difference. I can't turn back now. I'll just have to force my way through. It becomes apparent that the hallway adjacent to the lion is his only hope. Adam suddenly rushes towards the lion, who seems surprised and tries to get up in time to meet and stop him. The dark figure manages to grab Adam by the shoulder, but since it was still trying to gain its balance, Adam was able to toss the monster aside. Tony Rock says, I have the feeling that you're dead no matter what you choose. I have a feeling this is the right choice. Trying to fight Goatman, I would have died. Escaping twice, you can't flee twice. A main hero is only allowed to flee once. Fleeing twice is an indefensible offense. So that's why I think the second time we had a chance with the lion. Sending it crashing into the throne and small table beside it. Adam had satisfied smirk on his face, but didn't have the time to look back and indulge in his victory. The hallway led to a singular door. Yes! Adam reached for the handle to pull it open, dreading it would be locked. Luckily, it is not. And Adam rushed into the room only to find it is complete pitch black inside. Shit, where's the lights? Damn it! The door has locked itself behind Adam. He pulled at it, but it wouldn't budge. Oh well, maybe this means I've lost them for now. Adam stumbled around, feeling the walls closer to the door for signs of a light switch. Unfortunately, this relief would not last for very long. A similar hissing sound slowly started to gain traction and increase in volume. No, 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 no! The room had started to fill with the same knockout gas as before. He felt completely trapped and bewildered. Why? Why are they doing this to me? Adam tried covering his face with his hand and shirt, but eventually he could feel his consciousness slipping. Adam slumped to his knees crying and then fell over completely, passed out cold. After what felt like hours, Adam started to drift back into consciousness. The dark, suffocating weight of wooziness has finally lifted. However, things didn't feel quite right. Not only was he incredibly tired, but he felt like his muscles were constricted. Everything felt sore, everything felt tight. Oh, ouch, not again. Adam's eyes slowly fluttered open. Christ's sakes, my head. Ugh, I feel like I've been hit by a truck. Oh shit, where am I? Panic starts to rush through Adam's body as he realizes he's tied up and bound to a throne. His wrists were locked into the chair's arms with handcuffs, while his ankles were tied by restraints similar to when Bart was subdued. Icy fear flooded his senses as he also realized that someone had to have dragged him here and constrained his body. For what purpose? Adam was too petrified to think about or know. No, no! Adam starts to shake and move about, furiously attempting to free himself. Fuck! Suddenly, the ever-dreaded tone Adam had become so accustomed to fearing, came roaring on. Fuck you! Fuck you, let me go! You make me sick. Even now I thought seeing you like this would do something, would stir something in me, my humanity, and remind me why I shouldn't do this. However, I feel nothing. You still disgust me. All I feel is searing venom, and even more resolve that people like you should just die. Although it was still distorted, Adam could hear a terrifying finality and sense of victory in the voice. Please don't do this. You don't want to actually do this. Just let me go. I won't tell. I promise I won't tell anybody. So just please. Hot tears started falling down Adam's eye as his head dropped like a discarded doll. Please. Who do you believe to be the killers? I believe the killers to be Earl and Bart. Correction. We've heard enough. Oh shit. Oh shit, this is fucking scary. And another screenshot. Before Adam could comprehend what was truly happening, two menacing figures crept into the room and gathered before him. So what do you think? The lion spoke in the same distorted voices as Goatman. He stared with a chillingly playful grin at Adam, all the while fussing with the straight razor in his hand. The golden razor was beautiful but disgustingly marred with what looked like a combination of old and fresh blood. Pfft, I seriously give zero shits either way. Goatman starts to hold his blade higher and stood over Adam intimidately. Let me go. Come on, man. Do you think we'd be that fucking stupid? Ha ha ha. All this time I thought it was just a single psycho, but there was more than one of you, wasn't there? Adam says this while looking accusingly at Goatman. Sorry to say, but yes, you got it completely wrong. Hey, speaking of wrong, Adam is the definition of what's wrong. The lion points the tip of his blade at Adam's neck, playfully twirling it the entire while. Drops of sweat starts pouring down Adam's temple. You're trash. You aren't special, you're just another hunk of meat to open up. And when that time comes, I know I'll have been right about you all along. What are you talking about? Say, what is it about you that everyone wants so badly, huh? Goatman walks over and sharply backhands Adam across the face. Answer the question. Wait, you're not giving me time. By the way, that was also for throwing me aside in the hallway. Oh, fuck man, that hurt. But seriously, answered my question. How can I answer that? I don't know what you mean. Ugh, boring. I'm pretty much over it. He says while turning his face to his accomplice. I say there's no need to hold back any longer. He doesn't get it, and he never will. Fucking perfect. In one swift movement, the lion had slit Adam's throat. His neck opened up like a flower. Blood poured down his front, resembling a cascading waterfall. There was little he could do now except make gurgling noises. Adam thought about his friends and family that he'll never see again, and the life that he'll never have. Ugh, gross. I could do without this part. What do you mean? This is the fun part. Next time I want to cut him up slowly. We should take our time and enjoy life a little. We worked hard. We deserve it. Yeah, Tony, that was the... So the game punishes you for hooking up with the hot men. So I'm thinking to get the right answer, we need to hook up with those that we know normally wouldn't. Well, it's been fun, Adam. While it lasted. Oh, and I can't wait to see what's inside of you. Goatman stands over Adam, looking down at his dangling head. He points his gleaming knife on downwards and then raises it with both hands. Nice to meet you, Adam, the lion says in a cheerful tone. Okay, that was the first iteration of Let's Meet Adam. What did we think? I am curious. I am hooked. Let's try to do the good ending. Or you know what, guys? I will let you decide. Do we want to romance Bert, or do we want to what's the word for it? Or do we want to romance the not conventionally attractive man? I'm gonna do a poll here. Which route do we take next? Romance, go with Bert. Go with Bert. Go with the rejects. And let's start the poll. So I am kinda in the mind that it's Lucky and Earl. But that's just my thought. Let's see if we can skip. Skip. Oh. I'm Team Bart, but I have the feeling that's the bad solution. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that if we choose Bart, we're still gonna die. But I'm curious. I think that if we choose Bart, then Pierce will be tied to the chair instead of Bart. Let's choose I don't mind it. Oh, wow, really? You're a lot braver than me. When I first entered this room, it gave me the shivers. So much so that when I heard the big metal door to the library open, I just about pissed myself. It's probably set up here to get us all in the mood. Oh, that makes sense, cause Lucky came in first and Earl came in second. So I'm thinking both of them are the culprit. Get us in the mood for what? I say jokingly and pervertedly. Well, in any case, it's definitely not the original. It's gotta be a reproduction or a print. Okay, we can skip. Why are we here? I'm Team Bert, but I'm voting for him still. Okay. So let's say that we're here to meet people. See, like I'm an actor. An actual actor or an inspiring actor. Okay, we did that. I'm better not. Suit yourself! They cheer and the sounds of chinking glass echo through the library as they return. So tonight has taken a strange turn, huh? Okay, we can skip this too. I'm not sure. And let's talk to everybody. I love it that you can skip dialogue that you already did. Okay, I'm done. Last time we told him is a puzzle. Now let's find something to smash the glass. Try to find something you can to smash the glass with. Start to look around. Nothing he can do. Okay. Oh my god, we need to... Let's do... Oh shit. We need to do this again? No. Please don't tell me we need to do this again. Okay, I'm gonna use a cheat code cause fuck if I'm gonna do this again. I'm gonna use a cheat code for this puzzle because I already did this and I do not want to do this again. It's a waste of time. Where's the walkthrough? Okay. So it comes to 67944. 67944. Okay. Okay, so let's look at the poll. Let's look at what you guys chose. You know that it's the wrong solution, but fine, let's go with Bart. Let's go with Bart. Fine, let's go with Bart. Bart simply growls, but I don't think he's actually objecting. Is he? Pierce, on the other hand, seems disappointed, while Earl nods to respect my decision. You better make sure you pull your weight in there. I hope you're not just another pretty face. Adam, picking Bart, seems to set things in motion. Since shortly after the remaining survivor starts pairing up, Kang gleefully takes an unmoved Pierce by the arm, while Vince looks to Earl, who smiles slightly. Vince gestures in a gentlemanly way to the door closest to them both. That small interaction signifying they're teaming up. Eventually, all four pairs stand up in front of a door. I don't think it matters which doors we choose, so let's just go for it. I look to Vince, Earl, and him nod at me. Next, Lucky catches my eyes and waves. See you guys soon! Yes, see you soon, Lucky. We'll all see each other soon. Yes, good luck to us all. Adam takes a deep breath and is just about to open the door when Bart speaks up and places his large frame in front of Adam. Wait, it's safer if I go ahead of you. Bart opens the door and cautiously enters the usual tight pitch black hallway. Bart leads the way while Adam follows a short pace behind. Neither of the men speaks to each other. The only thing between them is the scent of Bart's cologne, which has a spicy oak quality to it. Wait, is this the same puzzle we did? My eyes took a second to adjust to the brightness of the room. Adam winces, the door closes. Bart barely looks at me and walks around the room on his own, studying whatever he can. While it's cool that he's focused on getting us out of here, I can't help but feel a little pissed off with how he's acting. Hey, Bart. Bart! What? I seriously lost it. What the fuck, man? What is your deal? You've been acting weird since before we got here. Look, I can help. Oh, you mean you actually got a few thoughts up in that shell of yours you refer to as a head? Hey, I'm not stupid, alright? Could have fooled me. You're a dick. Yeah, see? This is exactly what I don't want to end up here. I'll have to deal with a brat like you. Actually, you know what? I take it back. You weren't acting weird just before we got into this room. You've been treating me like shit since the moment you've met me, and I'm sick of it. I didn't do anything to you. It's not about that, kid. Listen to yourself. God, it's all me. Look, I know you think I'm a dumb cause I'm an actor or cause I'm a no-gram celebrity. Oh, here we go. At least Lars. I was stunned for a moment. Lars' name seems to pierce both of us like blades. For a second, all the frustration and anger in Bart's voice drained away. Do you know why I give you a hard time? No, I don't. Come on, enlighten me. Yeah, fuck. I knew who the hell you were the moment I saw you. You've got a reputation around WeHo. Like you said, people know you. Let me ask you this. Does that make you happy? Knowing you're a product and a substance? Knowing you're a product of substance? Mark's question was just drenched in sarcasm. At least Lars used his fame to do something with purpose and meaning for our community. Have you ever thought about that? Maybe using what you got for good and give back? And maybe it's cause I work with a lot of kids at the center who needs a big brother, who need positive influencers. Just breaks my heart. You know, you wield a lot of power, you have the potential to do much good, but you're selfish. And if you can't see that, well then, you're a bigger idiot than I thought. My hands were shaking so hard against my sides. Let's be apologetic. I'm sorry. You're right. I just never saw I just never saw it this way, that's all. I honestly doubt that someone can reach $2.2 million without doing some volunteer work. I mean, once you're a personality with that caliber, 2.2 million means that everybody knows you. At least all the gays know you. So, like, I highly doubt that he never volunteered or did anything. So, if he was like 150k followers, I'll be like, okay, he's still a bit anonymous. But $2 million is a Hollywood star, basically. You're right, I just never saw it that way, that's all. I was and still am very focused on trying to make it out there in this city, in this world, but I'm not just doing it for me. I've got friends and family that I want to make happy and proud. And someday, if I can, I'll help others. I want to. But you gotta give me a break, man. I'm still just trying my best to figure everything out. I think we all are in our own ways. I can't help but look away from Bart's penetrating gaze. So watch what you say to me, Bart. I don't think it's fair. Well, yeah, I guess I was being kinda hard ass on you. I need to work on that. I guess I have a lot of anger inside me. I've seen a lot of fucked up things in my line of work. I'll try to catch myself before I snap at you in future, Adam. Is this the beginning of a romance? I sigh heavily, unsure where to go from here. Look, let's just stay out of each other's way for now and focus on solving the puzzle here. Bart nods silently. We part ways. Okay, since we already did this... I don't have enough, oh my god. Alright. Alright. And you'll excuse me if I'll read the clue. Okay. Wait, let me be reminded of the code. Just a second. White room. Okay, so it was 864. It was 864. Okay, and we got 4. And now we can try to solve. And... 8, 6, 4, 5, 8. I hate to say it, but you did a good job. I'm proud of you. Ooh, someone's opening up to us. Bart forcibly clears his throat. Well, I guess that's all she wrote. Let's head on in so we can meet the others. I smile faintly at him. He's a grump and sort of a jerk, but I think he's trying. Even just a little. Agreed. Let me go first this time. I'll be the one who shields you. Ha ha. Think you can handle that? Alright there, I'll let you do so this time. Oh, look who's warming up to us. With a sense of accomplishment, we both walk confidently through the door. When we entered the foyer, we were the second pair to arrive. I didn't think it would be such a big deal, but I was relieved to see the others have made it. Well, those who had arrived so far anyway. We talked for a bit, stood around, some sitting on the hard floor. I decided it was best to chill for a minute while we had a chance. Unfortunately, relaxing wasn't a luxury we could afford. Minutes seems to tick away, but with the loaded gravity of hours. Anti-Spellverse, hello, welcome to the stream. How have you been, stud? How's your weekend going? We are playing Let's Meet Adam, a gay horror erotic novel where we solve a murder mystery in a death maze, basically. welcome to the stream. I'm very hot. How about you? Really? How hot are you? Are you hot in the temperature sense or in the look at my body sense? Cause I can go for both. Right now in New York, I am not hot because it's almost freaking June and it's still freaking hot like hell. Well, that's why there's the Discord channel for you to show me just how hot you are. By the way, guys, I will leave the Discord in the description in case you guys want to join. You can join through the link tree. I will add it here. And you can also join through the new Discord invite link. That's the one. Tell me if the link is working for you. You know what? I'll check if it's working for me. Yes, it's working. Okay. So, back to where we were. And let me just quickly pin this. No, I can't pin this. There we go. I pinned this. All right. Where were we? Let's move on. My name's Anthony. Anthony! Oh, it's such a beautiful name. What's up, Anthony? Where are you from? What's your age? What's your sexual preference? You know, the basic questions. What was the kinkiest place you ever got it on? You know, the basic introductions, questions. In the UK, 30, that's a good age. I would kill someone to be 30 again. You're gay. I pretty much figured that one out. How about the last one? What was the kinkiest place you got freaky?
Please, these gays, they're trying to murder me.
That's very true, all caps. That's very true. Okay, back to our game while we're waiting for Anthony Jr. to tell us what's the kinkiest place he's ever got it on even. Minute seems to tick away, but with the loaded gravity of hours. Okay, so Anthony just gave me the perfect answer, and Anthony says, I once ate a sausage while someone was gaming live on Twitch once. I hope that's okay to say here. Oh, it is more than okay. Guys, I wish someone would eat my sausage when I was playing. Or maybe someone has and you just never realized. Because I'm very good at hiding it. I'll leave you with the thought. Earlier, they had all been excited, speaking with relief and congratulations, and each pair showed up shortly after the other. Lucky and Steve, however, had not yet surfaced after what felt like a considerable amount of time. Okay, let's skip this. Wait, when I'm skipping options, when I'm skipping text, after choices, skipping. Okay, I just don't know if there's text that I've seen or not. No one gets left behind. Anthony says, I like your stream. Thank you. Thank you. I love that you're in my stream. I'm a small streamer, but I try to make our streams fun and exciting and horny enough for y'all to stay here. And let's see, I think we should wait for each other no matter what. Okay, skip. Of course. Oh, you're a small streamer as well? So wait, let me find you now and let me follow you. Hold on. Hold on, Antoine. Oh, how do I do that? Oh my god, I'm such a boomer. Hold on. Hold on, Antoine. Let me find you. Let me find you on Twitch. Now I can finally see how you look like. Oh, Tony Rocky, how are you? Alright, so first of all, you are very cute, Anthony. Very handsome young man. You have a turtle and a cat, it looks like, or it's AI generated, it's hard for me to tell. I'm hamster, you're turtles, it's a perfect match. And second of all, Rocky Horror just redeemed Take It Off Baby, which means that I will be taking my shirt off for the next 15 minutes. Hey Google, set a timer to 15 minutes from now.
Timer set for 15 minutes.
Alright guys, this is me. Thank you for following. Those of you who are watching the stream and are not just here to watch me take my shirt off, now is the time to follow the channel and give this video a thumbs up because it really helps with the algorithm. And we are moving back into the game. All cap says not jealous. By the way, let's guys do a little test to see who's the best chatters right now. We have Anthony, you're number one now. You're my number one chatter. And then Tony Rocky Horror. And then all caps forever. You guys better step up. It's a tough competition. And I'm also doing giveaways to my Patreon for those who are the monthly winners. And they will get free access to the Patreon where you can see all of the non-censored gameplays, including other gameplays that are too hardcore to even consider playing on Steam. So we've got this. Moving on to our game. Thank goodness. Okay, skip. Who are we going to choose now? We're going to go with... Wait, why can't we... Okay, sure, Adam, that'll be awesome. Fine. Face. Really awkward. Okay, let's go with Lucky. Sorry, man, I made a promise to Lucky here just before you came by. Maybe next time. Oh, I hope Pierce wasn't upset by that. But I'm glad you picked me anyway. As we move to the doors, it seems the rest of the group had organized themselves without us. Like in a sick game show, contestants Steve and Earl stood in front of mysterious door number 1. Although no one's winning a car in this nightmarish game. Steve didn't seem to mind or be suspicious about the sudden change in partners. Maybe he'd figured we'll be switching every round. Anyways, the only door left was door number 2, which Lucky and I step in front of. Besides us to the right, in front of Lucky door number 3, stood Bart and Kang. Bart stood there rigid with his arms folded as usual, his large frame dwarfing Kang's. They made a very well-dressed couple, it seems. I grin ironically at the thought. And finally, Vince and Pierce at door number 4. As Adam was the first to open his door, a serious and focused hush came over the entire assembly. With less parting words than the last time, Adam and Lucky step cautiously into the hallway towards their next puzzle room. Okay, same puzzle. What in the world? They entered an impossibly large caravan. Adam and Lucky simply stood unmoving, jaws agape at the sight before them. There was a distinctly alien feeling about this place. You're in my Discord now. You're in your Discord now. Whoa, whoa, you're in my Discord. No. Alright, happy you're in my Discord. And let's solve this puzzle. Hold on. And particles of dust glimmered, blah 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 blah. We already did this. It was hard to explain, but this room felt alive. Lucky, illuminated by neon lights, turned to face Adam. Whatever confidence he seemed to have in the room before had been wiped away. Oh, guys, look like Twitch is forcing us to go on a quick 90-second break, so I'm gonna go on a quick 90-second break. Do not go anywhere, or do. I'm not your parent, I can't boss you around. I'll see you guys shortly. A perfectly normal trash can. Okay. What am I missing here?
Hey, you.
You've been here for quite a while now.
Oh my god.
Can you leave? I don't want to draw attention to myself.
Oh my god.
I'll turn 33 today. Can you believe my luck? Why would my parents choose the worst time?
What is going on
I
here?
have a strategy. If I hide myself here, the paintress won't think of garaging me. I've been hiding for 6 months now. So leave and don't tell anyone I'm here.
Jesus.
Ow, what's that? It's hurting my arse. Maybe you can use it.
I don't even know where to start with this. What is that? What is this even? I am so confused right now. Is he a superhero? Is he a furry? Am I a furry? So many questions are left open. Alright guys, thank you so much for getting back to us. We are playing Let's Meet Adam, a gay horror erotic murder mystery taking place in an escape room. So we already finished the game one time and we got to the bad ending when we are tortured. Apparently there's 2 accomplices and we don't know who they are, and they stabbed us to death and before torturing us. So now we get to redo it again, and let's see if we can get a different outcome. Tony Rocky Horror says, are you gonna try all the possible endings? Maybe. I mean, when you skip the dialogue and when you already know the answers to the puzzles, you can do it pretty quick. Adam, I know we can pull this off. We just have to make a great team. Just look at this place though. What kind of puzzle would he have us solve in a room like this? There isn't anything to hear. Welcome back. Thank you, Antoine. Well, we both knew this can't be true. There's gotta be something around here we can use. Some clues lying about. Yeah, silly me. Of course you're right. Okay, I have an idea. I'll look for the exit door since it isn't obvious where it is this time. Intervention! Thank you so much for the follow. Whoop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop. Let me know if there's anything I can do to make your stream here more pleasant. I've already taken my shirt off, so like I don't know what more can I do. But meanwhile, feel free to share with us how old are you, where are you joining us from, and what is the kinkiest place you ever hooked up with someone in. That's just like basic introductory questions. I'm just kidding, you don't have to answer it, only if you were to share with the group. And guys, we are moving on. That sounds like a decent plan, Luxter. Awesome. Do you think we'll hear from the host guy while we're in here? Don't get me wrong, I'm glad we haven't, but it does seem weird that we haven't heard from him all this since the first puzzle room. You know what? It bothers me too. I don't dig the idea that this freak is sitting around in his goat mask with a microphone watching everything we do. Besides, I know if we did hear from him, it would definitely be something bad. But for real, we need to focus on the puzzle at hand. It's just a little weird, that's all. Although, I agree we gotta focus on the puzzles first. I grip Lucky firmly by the shoulder and nod with a determined look in my eyes. We can do this. Of course we can, little bud. Whatever doubts I had, I needed to hide them from Lucky and keep tough. I had the feeling he can be strong, but only if other person supports him enough. Otherwise, he'd crumble pretty fast. I'm really glad I got to be in here with you, Adam. You're patient, smart, determined, and on top of that, you're really handsome. To be honest, when I first met you, I was a little intimidated to even say hello. You really have it all, you know? You have that special something. You'll be a rad performer someday. We'll see about that. We'll see about that. Thanks, Lucky. That means a lot. Lucky spins around with renewed vigor and dashes off into the darkness to locate the exit. Adam surveys the area one more time with keen, determined eyes. Let's fucking rock this. Last time it took us forever to do this because I'm basically colorblind. So this time we'll try to make it quick. Hey Adam, guess what? You'll be really happy with me. I found the exit. The keypad has some sort of puzzle message thing above it though. Yeah, that was tough as fuck, this clue. Alright, let's search. And we need to search everything. Fine. And I already solved this puzzle. I'm not a cheater. We already solved this puzzle. So now I just need to skip through it because we want to get to the answers. Okay. Okay. So let's do the dark room. Neon 664. Okay, and inside we got print the rainbow. And let's solve. That's our clues. And the code is 28994. No, was I wrong? 2899426. 2899426. Oh, okay. Lucky turns around and gives me a big hug. What the fuck? The lights had powered down and suddenly lights had turned in the two rooms on either side of us. Okay guys, I want you to see this even though we already did this. Lucky and I turned our heads to see Steve in the room to our left with a look of fucking horror. Why can't we see him? It must have been some kind of a two-way mirror. Adam, look! I look over and notice that Steve is actually screaming. If I focus, I could hear his muffled cries through the glass. Fuck, Lucky, come on! Lucky and I run over to the left side of the room to check on them. My blood runs cold. I could hear Lucky screaming beside me. At first it was clear, but as seconds went on, his screams became muffled, like he was underwater. My vision blurred in and out and darkened. I was afraid I was going to faint, and I felt instantly sick to my stomach. Earl laid face first on the floor, blood gushing out of what remained of his head. It oozed out and something spewed out irregularly. When that happened, bubble trickled down his face and danced on the growing pool of blood. No! No, please, oh my god, no! From my peripheral, I could see Lucky had stopped screaming and was sobbing uncontrollably. His hand slid down the glass as his knees gave in. He slowly slid down against the wall until his knees hit the floor. On the other hand, couldn't even move. I barely breathed. Instead, I looked from Earl and then at Steve. How could this happen? What happened? Why is this happening? Steve and I made eye contact. Our pupils burned into each other. He looks at me, then at Earl, then back at me panicked. He raises his hands, palms forwards and up to his chest. I could tell he was trying to say, I didn't do it. Oh shit. Bart, Kang. I was in a trance, like a zombie. I walked backwards and ran from Steve's room without even acknowledging his pleas. I turned around and ran to the right side of our room, desperately wanting but not wanting to find out how Bart and Kang were. So much mess on the floor, yes. Yes, the poor cleaning lady that will have to clean that mess. Oh god, empty. They weren't there. Shit, no one is in there. My mind races to the possibility of what could have happened to them and to Earl. Adam! Adam! Like his shrill cry snapped me out of it. What's going on? What the hell is going on? Why is Earl dead? Are Bart and Kang okay? I don't know, man. Holy shit. I gripped my forehead in astonishment. All I know is Earl is dead. Bart and Kang, I don't know. They weren't there. They weren't in their rooms. What? That doesn't seem to sign of a struggle though. Maybe they're okay. I can't believe this is happening, Adam. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't. Like he's shaking violently. But at least maybe Bart and Kang made it out of their rooms. Maybe they're waiting for us. Let's go, Adam. I'm scared. Yeah, you're right. Fuck. Okay, let's get out of here. We gotta find out what happened to Earl. We gotta talk to Steve. But one thing I want you to do, Lucky. Be careful. We talk to, but we keep our distance from Steve, alright? At least until we figure out what's going on. You really think he'd do that to Earl? But why? Why would he want to hurt one of us? It doesn't make sense. I think even Lucky had calmed down a bit, but the feeling was replaced with something even more awful. The adrenaline has faded now into something that gave us the cold shivers. Tears were welling up, blah 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 blah. Okay, let's go. Alright. Let's see if here something is different. When we walked in, I held my breath on to find we didn't see Bart. It was just lucky piercing veins. I bet Steve is just as nervous as us. Adam, you made it. Oh, that's my cue. Shirt is back on. Hey Google, stop.
Stopped.
Okay. Yes, you're fine. Why wouldn't we? Okay. Oh no, why? Something's up. Pierce shook his head. Okay. I think we already did this. Find another way. Guys, there's got to be another way. Someone typed something? My phone doesn't let me see nudity pics in the Discord. Well, that's on you, not on me. Wait, I hope that... Are you over 18? You better be over 18. Tony Rocky Horror says, since we were good guys yesterday, we can drop Steve's ass today. Sorry, Reddit in delay. Oh, Anthony says only on his computer. All right. Next round, we'll dump Steve's ass. Suddenly, Steve bursts into the room, hands up and already on the defensive. Instinctively, we all stepped back away from him, wanting to maintain our distance. Look, alright, I know, it looks bad, I know what y'all thinking, but I didn't kill him, you gotta believe me. Bullshit. Alright, we can skip all of this scene where we're dumping Steve's ass. And let's grab Lucky this time. Come on! I grab Lucky and we book it for the nearest door. Everything is a blur and I turn to head Vince. Okay. Fuck, that was close. Damn delay. There is a damn delay. Alright, this is where Steve gets murdered. Oh my god. Oh, wait for me. Pull frantically, the door just came through, but it was locked. Damn it, Steve. Oh. Will you please? Don't kill me, please. Oh, please, please. Instead of yelling, I remained completely still, careful not to breathe too loudly. Lucky tugs at by the shoulder. The silence is so heavy that it actually had sound. Like what I imagined. Okay. Completely shocked. We made it. Somehow we made it. The room before them looked like a... Okay. Adam. Lucky was huffing for breath as if he's ran a marathon. I kind of felt the same way, like I needed to catch my breath. Adam, what have we done? So you're feeling the remorse now? You were all up in it for a while ago. It's true. Maybe I have no right to feel bad about what happened to Adam. I thought we needed to leave him. I'm relieved we did, but it still doesn't make me feel any better about it. But what happened behind that door? Do you think he's... I felt instantly sick, remembering the sound of Steve from the foyer we just left. He got him. Goatman got him alright. I heard it with my own ears. Yeah. This time, Lucky didn't cry like I would have expected. I wasn't sure if it was because he was afraid of Steve and he's glad he's gone, or was the little guy getting braver, stronger? We didn't hold the knife, but we killed him, Lucky. All of us. We killed Steve. Please, Adam, stop. I don't think I can take anything about... I don't think I can take talking about this anymore. I don't want to hate myself even more than I already do. It's been a long journey, a struggle even, for me to like myself even as much as I do nowadays. After today, I don't know if I can really like who I am anymore, who I've become. Who we've become, Lucky. We're all in it together. Maybe in a way, it makes it easier to deal with this. I think so too. I'm glad to be here with you all. Well, not glad to be here, but glad that in this crazy game, at least I'm here with you guys. We both solemnly looked down at the floor. Let's not ever do that again. Hey Adam, you would never leave me behind like that, would you? If it came down to that, let's say never. Thanks. That really means a lot to me. You're something special, Adam. Well, maybe I am, maybe I amn't. What's it to you? You're special to me anyways. Adam, can I tell you something? I'm the murderer. Don't tell him, okay? I don't trust Pierce either. I don't think you should be alone with him, with a guy like him. I think we should be alone with Pierce all the time after what happened with Pierce. Just reminder, it's dead meat. Yes, dead meat I actually remembered. Look, I know you guys don't get along. That's not what I mean, Adam. I can handle myself, Luxor, okay? Don't worry about me. I'm more worried about you. I'm sorry I'm not much help. I promise I'll show you what I can be powerful too. Lucky tried to smile slightly. And I'll do my best to help you with the puzzles in the room. Hey, speaking of which, as a gamer dude, have you noticed any patterns to the puzzles? Other than the obvious, not really. I mean, they all use keypads so far. On a deeper design level though, I thought there might be a more symbolicness in the types and answers to our puzzles. But so far not really. Also, the puzzles are hard but not impossible, so Goatman is actually giving us a fair shot. Well, that's how it seems anyway. I just hate how there's been nothing around here we can use as weapons. We could try the candle holders. I don't think they do much damage, Lucky. Yeah, you're right. It was dumb of me to suggest it. I'm sorry. Don't be sorry. Let's just figure the puzzle out in this room. We'll have time to be sorry later. Right, let's do this. Alright, let's talk to him. I'm trying my best, Adam, but so far I haven't really found anything of use. I checked the animal thing, but it freaks me out. Okay, Lucky, I'll handle it. Thanks, Adam. I'll try not to get in the way like I did in the puzzle room with Steve. Okay. Laziness, okay. Gluttony, okay. Candelier, okay. Plates. Red hubris. Wait, what? He looks like he won a freaking lottery or something. Adam, look what I found. I don't need the loose floor tile. It was in hidden compartment. See, there are rare times when even I impress myself. I have a knack for accidental miracles. Okay. Remind me. Oh, madness. Right, madness. That was madness, avarice, pride, sloth, and envy. And the answer is dead meat. Not numbers, like they would trick us to think, which took me forever yesterday, but dead. Dead. Let me type. Let me type. What? Dead meat. Okay. We did it! I can't believe we actually did it! Although that passcode, dead meat. I don't know why, but I feel really worried about it. I'm sure it's no big deal. He's probably just trying to freak us out. Okay, if you say so, Adam. I know I should trust your words, but I don't know if I can fully do that. Never mind. Oh, I should try to be more positive, I guess. Let's meet up with the others, okay? Lucky nods slightly. Alrighty. And hold on, I remember we need this here. Words were not shared between them as they walked through yet another dark corridor. Their steps were echoing slightly as the space before them seemed to want to stretch out further and further. Adam grips the door and decides to push forward. The door swung open with unexpected force to reveal Bart. Holy shit, Bart! The big man was tied up to a chair, his ankles strapped to a chair leg using a leather bondage type gear. As soon as he heard, he started squirming furiously with a ball gag. Before I can, I had another door burst open. Bart. Okay. Okay, we're gonna skip. And what do we want to do? We have to help him. I agree, we have to help him. Okay. Let's talk to Bart. Let's talk to Lucky. Let's talk to Pierce. And I'm done. And this time, guys, I'm going to send Bart with Vince, and I'm going to take Lucky. Alright, I think I've made up my mind. Who will be your partner? Lucky. Who will you leave behind? Pierce. I motion to Vince, using a tilt of my head, trying to be as undercover as possible. Vince looks around subtly and strides over to Adam. We don't need this anymore. You decide? Yeah, man, I did. I just hope we're doing the right thing, bro. Who do you pick? Just follow my lead, alright? Vince nods solemnly. Adam takes a deep breath, then exhales long and nervously. Alright, it's now or never. Slowly but surely, Vince and I start to step back and away from Pierce. As I'm backing away, I brush up against Lucky and tug at his arm lightly. Lucky looks worried but starts to nod as if agreeing with what was happening. I then nod towards Bart, who Vince promptly scoops up. Yo, Adam, we need to make a decision soon. Hey, wait a minute. What's like going on? Why y'all standing together like that? Pierce, I don't know how to say this. After all I did for you, for this scrap band of queens, I know you all thought I had protein for brains, but I helped a lot too, you know. Sure you did. The puzzles, taking down Steve. You guys are the worst, the most ungratefulness. Adam, how could you turn down this? Turn down me? You're planning to leave me behind? Well, the truth is I can't let that happen. Drops of sweat seems to be beading all over Pierce's exposed skin. I could sense the heat rising. His eyes, they were transforming into something animalistic. Adam, you're coming with me, Pierce said with a dark sense of ownership and finality. Before I could even think, Bart swoops in and grabs Pierce by the neck and shoves him up against a wall. The two guys were grunting and struggling. At first it seems like Bart was trying to choke him out. I hear Bart roar in pain as Pierce moved his head slightly and chomped down on Bart's arm. Ooh. Struggling for breath, Pierce starts to clamp his hands on Bart's neck and face. You son of a bitch! Looks like it was nothing. Bart firmly lifts, then slams Pierce against the wall once more. Ooh. Bye, Pierce. You will not be missed. Actually, he was hot in the bed. Although he did bottom thrust, and I wanted him to top. But yeah. Ending the motion with a sickening punch to Pierce's gut. Holy shit, Bart! What the fuck? Pierce was a big guy, but Bart was bigger. I think we all stood around in shock at how strong Bart was. To be able to almost KO a guy like Pierce in one shot was crazy. Idiots! What are you all standing around for? Now's our chance, let's move. Oh, alright. We all ran to our doors and swung them open as quickly as possible. As the doors start to shut, I look at Pierce. I don't know if anyone else felt it, but I did feel a small pang of guilt. I still think we made the right decision. Well, maybe not the right one, but the best one. I trusted Bart more, and Lucky deserved to be here. Still, I couldn't help but feel my heart and chest tighten. Pierce, I'm sorry. I felt terrible. I couldn't help but drag my feet a little in the narrow corridor. I was so out of it, I kept bumping into the walls on either side of us. Neither of us spoke the whole time, and I refused to head back to the door only to hear another one of us get slaughtered. I just wanted to get out of here, to get home, to get back to my normal amazing life. Was that too much to ask for? I have so much to live for. I can't let it end this way. Alright, this is it. By the way, I think that all of the characters are designed great except Adam. Adam is the weakest link. He's supposed to be like that Instagram model, but he looked very stiff and awkward. Something about his face could use a redesign, that's all I'm saying. Both men looked around in fascination at the last puzzle room. It was at once stunning, electrical, and seared with terror. Neither of them was sure what it meant, but rows of limbless male mannequins floated on shining hooks. That all too familiar pink ooze dripping from their necks as warning. Beneath them were several flood drains, though what were they for? Adam shuddered at the thought. I'm sorry things turned out this way, Adam, but at least you're right. We made it. I want to smile and jump up for joy, but I can't bring myself to do that. I feel like to do that would be like dishonor Earl and the other. Does that make sense to you? Yeah, kinda. I get what you're trying to say. Things is, we haven't made it out there yet, Luxter. So it's probably still too early to break out the champagne. That's true. Adam, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't talk like this, but I can't wait to get out of here. Want to hear about the first thing I plan to do? Well, I want to tell those close to me that I appreciate them, that I'd really be nothing without them. They keep me strong even when no one else thinks I can be. I'm going to be stronger, braver person from here on out. I don't know what lesson we were supposed to learn here, so I'm going to make one for myself. And, honestly, I can't wait to just get home and sleep for days. While listening to some K-pop sad songs, or maybe even love songs. K-pop. Gonna be golden. Doo-doo-doo. After we call the cops on Goatman and Escape Mansion WeHo, you mean? It's very ballsy of him to think he can get away with this. What do you think you're gonna do when you get out of here? Me? I'll call the cops, then light this whole place on fire, that's what. Then I'm going to go on a major shopping spree and treat myself. After all this, I think I freaking deserve it. I'll get those fancy sports training car I wanted, expensive underwear, and designer's shoes. Here's my main goal though. I'm gonna get real serious with my acting career and land a major Hollywood role. Well, now that Lars is dead, they have a vacancy. They say the best revenge is living well. Yeah, I've heard that one before. I definitely believe it too. I've been nervous about one thing though. I wonder what time it is and how much of it we have left. I know, seriously, I've lost complete track of it. I have no clue how long we've taken so far. I guess that means we should hurry. I'll be honest with you, Adam. When I'm rushed, I start to panic. So even if we hurry, I'll have to keep telling myself we still have lots of time. I hope this last puzzle isn't too difficult. Although I bet it is. I get that feeling too. What kind of puzzle would a room like this even have? Where do we even start? This room feels, it's hard to explain, but it scares me the most out of any of the other rooms. What's with all those statues? What does it all mean? I'm starting to think there's some meaning behind everything, behind all this. I wish I was smarter to figure it out. It's just scare tactics. Goatman is sick in the head. All of this would only make sense to an absolute lunatic. But I believe we can solve this. I know we can get out of here. You're right, I believe it too. Nothing can stop us if we work together. Oh. Oh no, not now, what is it? Shit. I'm so sorry for the interruption, gentlemen, and I use this term lightly. However, your time is up. What? No, it can't be. I do hope you enjoyed your stay here in the Escape Mansion WeHo. It's been pleasure serving, or rather severing, you all. Apologies, I realize it was a bad pun, but I couldn't help myself. I'll be coming around later to collect survey cards and your remains. Thank you, and I hope you'll sing praises of this experience to all of your friends. Oh, and one last thing. Fuck you all. Cackles. Holy shit, what are we supposed to do? No, stop, please. We can't be out of time. It can't be true. Lucky the door. Come on, let's try and fucking bust out of here. Something. Anything. Adam, do you hear that? Oh my god, what is that? It's gas. Some sort of toxin. Don't breathe it in, Lucky. I think I might have already. We can't hold our breath forever, Adam. What do we do? Cough. Adam, stay with me, Adam. Don't leave me, please, Adam. Oh my god, my head. Alright guys, do you think anything changed now? Do you think we're gonna have a different outcome? I'm very curious. I was pounding. Last time, though, for those of you who haven't watched last time, apparently there were two culprits, one of them dressed as Goatman and one of them as a lion, and they cut me and they tortured me and they killed me because I couldn't guess who they were. It was pounding. I felt the way I did when I was last in the hospital waking up from general anesthesia. Okay, so last time we guessed Earl and Lucky. No, Earl and Bart. But But I'm starting to think it maybe Earl really is dead and it isn't Kang. So in that case, it would be Kang and Bart. Let's try Kang and Bart. I was so groggy that everything was blurred in and out. Oh, where did he go? All by himself. Okay. Vince, why can you hear me? What the hell? Turn his head and sure to do next. He notices this hole. Okay, Adam started to take the right path, so to speak, and went to investigate the hallway in his right. No. Alright, so wait, I'm saving. No. Oh god, no. As Adam turns the corner, the large man in the goat mask turned his head, and only his head, towards his prey. I think it's Vince. I think Goatman is Vince. I mean, so the lion doesn't have a physique, so the lion can be any shape. So I think the lion might be Lucky. And Vince, our best friend allegedly, is the killer. For a second or two, they simply stared at each other. Adam in abject horror. The blood in his vein rained ice cold until Goatman took a step forward and ambled down towards Adam. The hand that held clenched even more so in preparation. Get away! Alright, let's try to fight him just to see what will happen. Fight. I was tired of being a good pawn and playing the game. I wanted to fight back. My mind was racing, but thankfully in that state I noticed there was a door behind Goatman. If I could just make it past him and through that door, that could be the way out. Adam rushes towards Goatman, attempting to grab him by the arms and throw him aside. They clash just before the door, but Goatman is monstrously strong. Oh no! Ugh! A sharp, blinding hot pain seared through Adam's abdomen. His eyes met Goatman as if he's realizing the whole blade has pierced him through. Any fight Adam had drained away as Goatman twisted the knife and a waterfall of blood poured out of Adam's stomach. He tried to say something, but only a dark red blood poured out of his open mouth. Goatman stared unwaveringly, holding Adam firmly in place. Adam's vision started to go, and finally, absolute darkness overtook him completely. A low, guttural, and distorted voice growled from underneath the mask. Nice to meet you, Adam. Okay, let's load. And this time we'll do it right. We'll flee. We're fleeing. And there's this guy here, which I think is Lucky. And now we need to fight him. Shit, where's the lights? Okay. Let's see if the dialogue will be different. Ouch, not again. Adam's eyes slowly fluttered open. Christ's sakes, my head. I feel like I've been hit by a truck. Oh shit, where am I? No, fuck. The ever-dreaded tone Adam had become so accustomed to fearing came roaring on. Fuck you, let me go. You make me sick. Even now, I thought of seeing you like this would do something, would steer something in me, my humanity, and remind me why I shouldn't do this. However, I feel nothing. You still disgust me. All I feel is searing venom and even more resolve that people like you should just die. Although it was still distorted, Adam could hear a terrifying finality and a sense of victory in the voice. Please don't do this. You don't want to actually do this. Just let me go. I won't tell. I promise I won't tell anybody. So just please. Hot tears started falling from Adam's eye as his head dropped like a discarded doll. Please. Who do I believe to be the killers? Maybe Vince and Lucky. I think. Correction. We've heard enough. The two menacing figures crept into the room and gathered before him. So what do you think? The lion spoke in the same distorted voice as Goatman. The golden razor was beautifully but disgustingly marred with what looks like a combination of old and fresh blood. Pfft, I seriously give zero shits either way. Let me go. Come on, man. Do you think we're that fucking stupid? All this time, I thought it was just a single psycho, but there was more than one of you, wasn't there? Adam says this while looking accusingly at Goatman. Sorry to say, but yes, you got it completely wrong. Hey, speaking of wrong, Adam is the definition of what's wrong. The line, you're trash, nothing special. Okay, he's dead. Okay. Okay. What am I missing? Should I read? Do you guys want me to read a playthrough of how to do that? Let's see. The first door. Okay. Talk to Earl twice. Took Bart. Wait, never get water and if you. Okay. Oh my god. There's a solution. Okay, let's do this again. This time we'll romance Bert and we'll see what's up. I got a big clue just now. I don't know who the killers are, but there's a big clue. Anthony, let's see. I don't mind it. To meet people. Skip. Sure. I'm not sure. What is this? What does it say? Perfect daddy? Perfect body? Alright. Lars. Let's talk to everybody. Okay. Lars is dying. Talk. I need to talk to everybody. Skip. Talk. Skip. Talk. Skip. Search. Solve. Okay. Let's solve. I have the answer saved here somewhere. Okay. 7, 8, 9, 4, 4. No. 6, 7, 9, 4, 4. 6, 7, 9, 4, 4. 6, 7, 9, 4, 4. Okay. Okay. Let's go with Earl this time. He didn't argue, but Earl didn't exactly look thrilled. Pierce, on the other hand, seemed disappointed, while Bart seemed to relieved for some weird reason. Earl wordlessly strides over to Adam's side. Without looking at him directly, he utters in a hushed tone, "So I'm not sure what you're trying to accomplish here by picking me, but what I said earlier in the drowning room is still stands. So don't say I never warned you." Adam picking Earl seemed to set things in motion, since shortly after, okay, they're all getting in the room. I am very curious. "Your name reminds me of an adult site. X video? Yes, but my name actually comes from a different story. When I was 5 years old, I thought that everything you put in the VCR will pop up on the TV screen, so I shoved my hamster in the VCR machine. The hamster survived, but he did refuse to get out, and we couldn't shove our hand and pick him up, so I had to wake up my parents who were taking their afternoon nap, and they had to disassemble the VCR to release the hamster. So the hamster survived, but the VCR did not. They weren't able to set it back. So that's how the nickname became VideoHamster. Needless to say, he didn't pop up on screen, so that was a huge disappointment for me as a kid. All right. "Hey, are you okay?" "Oh, yeah, I'm okay." Adam fumbles for Earl's hand and places it on his back. Earl pulls away slightly, but compromises by instead grasping into the lower part of Adam's t-shirt. "Hold on, like that. It'll be easier. Thanks." Arg. My eyes took a second to adjust. But what did you guys say? "Coolest backstory ever. I know. That's how a feeling was made." It wasn't even that it was that bright. Okay, we talked about the room. Fine. "This room." Earl looks around at their new environment, seemingly half amazed, but the other half unsettled. "This room makes me uneasy for some reason. I can't explain why. I mean, it's beautiful, but I just want to get the fuck out of here. I think I know how you feel. It's hard to place a finger on it." "Hey, listen, by the way, thank you." "Oh, for back there on the hallway? Don't worry about it, Earl. It's no big deal." "No, I mean, even before that, for picking me as your partner earlier. Why didn't you pick Bart or even Pierce? Why would you pick me?" I offer him a confused but mainly warm smile. "Why wouldn't I?" His eyes light up, and for the first time I could tell they were actually very dark brown color in color. "Maybe I was wrong about you, Adam." "Ha, what the heck does that mean?" "It means I might just let you help me solve the mystery of this room." "Not if I solve it first." "Hurry up, let's get to it." Alright. "Hey Adam, I wanted to tell you something. Those frames with the flower in them. I could be wrong, but just hear me out. I think the puzzle had something to do with the numbers of petal on each flower has." "Okay, cool, I keep it in mind. I'm still looking around, but I'll let you know if I find anything." "Alright, I'll do the same." Okay, okay, we do this. We do this. So, east wall, leather sofa, cowhide hug. Okay. We can solve. I don't have enough clues yet. Actually, it does. Wait, back to the white room. It is. What is the code? 864. 864. Okay. So the code is 86458. Okay. Excuse me, don't you mean we did it? Sorry, I guess I got carried away. Yes, we did. Earl sweeps his hair and then lets out a puff of breath through his mouth. He stares intently into the next darkened hallway. Holy shit, I need a smoke. This is just way too much to handle. Hey, we're not doing that badly. I go to make beeline for the door when Earl stops me. Wait, Adam, before we meet up with the others, there's something I should say. Maybe I was wrong about wanting to do this all on my own. I've always been fiercely independent. I used to firmly believe until recently that other people just slow you down, and that if you want things to really happen and change, you gotta make it happen yourself. Being a shark makes you strong, but there are also solitary creatures. It's probably a very lonely existence. And maybe that's why their eyes are so dark. They can take in the light from what's beyond in their world. Oh, that's very profound. Earl. He nods and shrugs, his features softening into something quite warm and handsome for the first time ever. With a sense of accomplishment, we both walk confidently through the door. Okay, let's see if anything different. Long enough, I'm afraid. Felt like at least half an hour since we got here. Alright, skip. No one gets left behind. Of course. Let's go with Lucky. Okay. Northwest corner. Okay. Okay. I am curious if we can solve this game. Okay. Let's see what the password is. It is 664. Okay, now we can solve it. And it is 2899426. Okay, we already did this. Find another way. We need to grab Lucky. Never. Thanks. Talk. Search. Table. Okay. 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 And it's dead meat. We have to help him. Sorry guys, we can't skip this. Let's talk to Bart. Let's talk to Bart. Can I talk to him twice? Lucky will be my partner, and I will leave behind Pierce. Okay. We are back to where we were. Are you guys ready to see if we can get a different outcome? And wait, let me just save before we do anything. Save. Let's flee. And let's fight. Okay, and before we continue, guys, I will leave you with a cliffhanger because I need to pee. So I'm going to go to a quick pee break and I will be right back. Do not go anywhere. And when we are back, let's see if we can confirm who the murderer is. Hold on. Of course, right away. Which, you? Are you acting strangely? Is he acting strangely? What? Sir, not without my guidance. Let me take care of it, sir. You don't need to. Sir, this is a bus. Please keep your hand in your pocket. Things now. Boobs. Drag the screen or move the right stick to look around the area. Just because I'm gay doesn't mean I can't appreciate a nice peck of.
Yeah. Okay. Good. You seem to be fine. What a relief. Yeah, thanks.
I can see that this game is gonna pull a lot of these tricks on us.
Oh yes.
Backstories. We never had intercourse. My
What?
alien genitals were not compatible with hers.
What?
That's cool.
Whoa. To protect your virgin eyes and to protect my channel from getting shut down by YouTube or Twitch, we have this beautiful censor bar, and I'm also taking screen grabs and all of the not safe for work pictures I later on post on Discord with a slight delay. And those of you who are members of this, who are subscribed to the channel or are subscribed to our Patreon, they get access to the VIP lounge where they get the immediate images. They don't have to wait a week. And they also have access to the full gameplays without that pesky censor bar, so you can enjoy the full immersive. My grandson is handsome and clever and strong, and from what I heard, and... Alright everybody, thank you so much for getting back, and for those of you who are just joining us, we are playing Let's Meet Adam, a gay erotic murder mystery taking place in an escape room, and we are at our final round, need to decide who we think are murderer us. Who do you believe are to be the killers? And let's save, because this time I'm not fucking around. And I'm not gonna play this again and again and again. So, I got a hint that there is more than one killer. So if I would have to gamble, thank you Anthony. If I would have to gamble, I would say these are all the non-conventionally attractive people. So like Steve, Kang. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4. Correction, we've heard enough. That's not it. What do you think? Is the chilling? Wait. It started with the chillingly. Adam says, sorry to say, but yes, you got it completely wrong. You're trash. Okay. Answer the question. Wait, you're not giving me time. By the way, that was also for throwing a silent fuck man that hurt, but seriously answer my question. Can I answer that? I don't know what you mean. Boring. Okay, fine. They're gonna kill us. So that's... We were wrong. Okay, so maybe it's just these three. Before Adam could comprehend what was truly happening, two menacing figures creeped out in the room and gathered before him. The lion spoke in the same distorted voice as Goatman. He stared with a chillingly playful grin at Adam all the while. You got it completely wrong. What? Wait, is this all of them? Are they all fucking with me? Completely wrong? What? Guys, who could it be? Who are the murderers? I'm super confused right now. Damn. Completely wrong. Who could it be? Guys, should I cheat? Should I cheat? Lower left hand. Okay. You have a bad feeling from Lucky and Vince. Yeah. I think it's Lucky, Vince, and Earl. We've heard enough. For Adam could remember what was truly happening. Two menacing figures crept into the room and gathered before him. The golden razor was beautifully but disgustingly marred with what looked like a combination of old and fresh blood. Let me go. Adam says it while looking accusingly at Goatman. You got it completely wrong. Oh! Oh! Suddenly those large double doors to the right swing open. The sound shocked him. The lion and Goatman hardly flinched as if expecting it. Another figure slithered into view, gliding calmly towards the murderous duo and placed itself firmly between them. Oh, the statue was the clue! The snake, the goat, and the lion. Alright. Alright. Let's see. So here we are. Is this what you expected? Your voice. Unlike the others, the man in the dark mask did not have his voice disguised. It was familiar, but Adam couldn't quite place it. All the masks are equipped with voice alteration unit. I turned off mine cause, well, frankly, it does not matter anymore, does it, Adam? Ooh, and speaking of masks, can I take these damn things off already? Hooray! Yes. Not without permission. It's fine, like I said, it doesn't matter anymore. Oh, thank God. Lucky! Lucky pulls off his mask and tosses it aggressively to the side. This was not the Lucky Adam thought he knew. His eyes were maniac, and a twisted smile curled up, distorting his face. No shit, Sherlock. Let me guess, you were expecting this, Lucky? You aren't the only one who can act around here. You're the only one who can act around here, huh? Goatman gently takes off his mask to reveal something that causes Adam's heart to sink. My God, That feels so much better. I can't even explain it. Well, hi Adam. Welcome to the party. Or, since we're both actors, I should say, the final act. Adam was stunned at the sight of his friend, although what shocked him most was Vince's voice. Gone was the low baritone, soft-spoken and monosyllable voice Adam knew. Instead, Vince had a rather feminine inflection and mannerism to his speech. Vince, what the fuck, bro? Your voice. I'm not your bro. Not anymore. I never was. So who's the better actor now, Adam? I always knew you secretly thought you were above me in that department, but guess what? You thought I was a completely different person for months. Standing silently was the Viper, who Adam turned to while wearing a hurt expression on his face. Then you are... Earl. Don't look so upset, Adam. It doesn't suit you and your perfect life. But how? You're dead. I saw you die. No. You saw who you thought was me die. I knew Earl faked his own death, because otherwise, why carve the face? That was Kang. Amazing what a haircut. Amazing what a haircut, clothes swap, and spray on hair color can do, don't you think? I had to carve out his face so no one could tell the corpse wasn't mine. I made him pay, and it was righteous. You set this whole thing up, didn't you? A lot of this was my scheme, but this little game we played wouldn't have been possible without Lucky. He's a talented programmer and game designer extraordinaire. Aw, shucks, you flatter me, Earl. Give me the pleasure of carving Adam up as a reward for a job well done. Please? Lucky squeals in delight. Quit it, Lucky. Earl is speaking. Earl's eyes narrowed and glimmered in a scary way, sharp like a flash of light across a blade. Once I was in the puzzle room with Steve, I feigned searching and made sure I was near a gas mask I hid. Then I activated the gas and lights off event using a miniature remote that Lucky crafted. I left Steve and tied out Bart and Kang. Bart, as dead weight, is extremely heavy, so I tied him up first. Once Kang was tied up, I made sure he was awakened for what came next. Why? What did Kang ever do to you? Kang was a disgusting excuse for an Asian, the worst, most offensive kind. Did you not read his swollen profile? His profile on the app phone you showed us? He doesn't say explicitly, but all the qualities he wants in a partner are all Caucasian. He wants to hook up with the white man. He deserves to die. Makes me sick. He's so brainwashed that he can't even find his own race attractive. As in a way, I agree with Earl. He needed to die, and those like him too, in the most brutalized way. Won't even fucking give his own kind a shot, denied them the opportunity of love and happiness. He brought into this false idea that white men are the pinnacle of gay attractiveness. He's not a fucking idiot. He's not oblivious. He chose to feed that beast. The Swole app has a very special feature where if you pay for its premium membership, you can view his metrics. Based on demographics, it was clear he neither sent nor replied to messages from anyone that was Asian. He deserved to die. 90% of the time, he exclusively only messaged and replied back to white guys, even though he claimed his profile to be open-minded. That pathetic, self-hating fuck. I want to see him beg for his life, trying to lie his way out of this. I also needed a body double, so I could run things from the shadows. Kang was the perfect candidate. Same skin tone, almost same height, but a single fatal flaw that he was destroyed for. And unjustly so. Who was this person, and how did he not notice how sick Vince was this whole time? Vince, please, please help me. I know you claim you were acting the whole time, but we had a lot of fun moments. Laughing at slutty girls at parties, driving each other home when the other one was too drunk, improv classes together. Don't waste your breath, Adam. Vince is completely sub to me. Yes, he's a top, but he's so submissive that when he finds someone he recognizes master, if they are controlling enough, he devotes himself completely. Oh my god. What a weird resolution to the game. Okay. He even thinks he loves me for some reason. Because I do. Earl rolls his eyes and continues rather matter-of-factly. It's just our kink power dynamic that you love, not me. I bet you're wondering how Vince is Gottman, since we were all in the room when Lars drowned. It was an animatronic, a mannequin on a stick that popped up when I activated it with my remote. Fun fact, the voice of our host was pre-recorded and triggered the same way. Earl designed the blueprints for Escape Mansion WeHo. Oh, you probably deserve a pat on the back now. Watch your mouth before I cleave it off. I just want to know why. Why? Yes, why? Why did you go through the trouble of all this? Why kill Lars of all people? You know you'll never get away with it, with any of this. Lars. I truly regret having to drag him into this mess. We did research to dig up dirt, but I can truly say he was a good man. It's a shame he had to go. But we had to destroy the glowing symbol of what Lars represented. Lars was a peerless man, unreachable. Unfortunately, he represented the apex of white perfection. Of physical perfection, tall and buff. Of masculinity and manly perfection. So are you, Vince. Shut the fuck up. I can't have him as the shining gold standard of what every gay man accepts as the only thing they should pursue. Small-minded as most gay men are, what happened to those who do not fit into this mold? Will they find acceptance? Oh, guys, give me just 1 second. I need to send a text message. Just 1 second. I love this term, deliberate lover. What are we trying to be deliberate about? Okay. TMI grams, exactly. My Gaggy's response is my response. That's why I am Gaggy here. Okay. For a moment. Oh, guys, we have a message from Stream Elements. I don't know how this message popped up. Let me read it. Having fun? Please consider following the channel. It makes us feel good and tingling inside and cost you nothing. Booyah. Stream Element, you're a true friend. And I suggest everybody will listen.
I am.
Okay, back to it. Will they find acceptance? Will they ever find love? What do we choose here, guys? I'm gonna save. Save. Wait, what was the question? Small-minded as most gay men are, what happens to those who do not fit into his mold? Will they find acceptance? Will they ever find love? Of course they will. Love and acceptance starts within. If you love and accept yourself, the rest does follow. Believe me, I know. It took a long time before I loved myself. You mean fell in love with yourself? No, I mean love who I am. You think my life's been easy, and maybe it was compared to others. But I had to work at it, hard, like everyone else. Or you think preferences was the right job? Humans and higher mammals are the only creature that require affection. Do you know what happens when a person, or even a sinking chimpanzee, is isolated, without interaction, affection, or love for an extended period? Their minds break, insanity, and in extreme cases, it leads to suicide. How dare you, and those like you, deny us of that affection, excluding us because of your elitist preference. You're murderers yourself. Why should we die? Yeah, duh. Let's kill the ones causing the fucking problem instead. You're insane. All revolutions were considered insane until they brought change for the better. Elle taught me that change isn't something that comes gently like a sunrise. It's a violent, chaotic force, like a volcanic eruption that changes and then reshapes the world around it. Okay, what the hell is Earl complaining? He scored himself a hot, top, submissive guy. I mean, that's pretty perfect. Why is he pissed off about? Lucky, fine, whatever, I can get it. But Earl, come on. People will see our point. Minds will change. Acceptance and soon love will be attainable for everyone. But first, we need to set examples. While you struggle through puzzles. Oh my god. While you struggled through puzzles, I watched on these monitors, waited, and we picked off these assholes one by one. Men like Steve. Oh, hold on. Men like Steve. Okay, maybe I should censor all of it because it's a bit hardcore. Jesus F. Christ. I'm gonna take a screen grab of this, but I'm kinda not sure that I want to. Men like Steve, sick, predatory, opportunistic, white rice queens all need to be splayed open. Ever wondered why you see so many gay Asian men with much older, much more unattractive white men? Asians feel they can't do any better. They have bought into this false idol. Because narcissistic white men like you have contributed to or brainwashed the world into thinking you're everything. Conditioned and broken down from rejection, they figure any white man is better than none. Dogs like Steve then pounce, fetishize us with no regard for us as human, easily replaceable. We are purely sexual objects. I won't tolerate that abuse of my people. I made sure the price was death, and that it was slow and excruciating. I took care of Pierce myself, that muscle-bound pig hound. Did you see that shitbird swollen profile? What a miracle turd of a person to be able to embody all the things we hate. Notice how it didn't bother treating me like a person because I was fat? That I didn't deserve to live because I was an understandable subhuman blob? It was everything to see his blood pour down his juicy muscular pecs. For a hot, stacked bodybuilder, a real man to cry and beg pitifully for mercy from a troll like me. It fucking turned me on so much. I had to jerk off. I made him watch. I hated him. I hate all the guys like him. I'll take care of Bart. Bart? Adam's heart soared for a brief moment. He's not dead yet. Not yet. He's tied up in another room. Why bother to release him last time if you're just going to finish him off now? Well, he said a few things that convinced Earl he may not be a complete lost cause. For a momentary lapse of judgment. But we all know Bart is no saint, even if he works at the community center. He preaches tolerance and equality daily, but once again, we saw digital proof of his sins. He thinks he's the ultimate in masculinity by being some fake, on-brand, lumbersexual flunky. How could he be a good role model to, for instance, young femme twinks and spout bullshit about hope that life gets better, when he himself only keeps the company of friends and lovers who are hyper-masculine, hairy berserker caricatures? Talk about hypocrisy. Talk about prejudice under the guise of community or tribe. What do I answer to that? What do I answer to that? Let's say he isn't perfect. He just has a different perspective than you all. Your views are so harsh. Have you considered, let's say he's in the wrong, that he hasn't been exposed to a different point of view? That he may not have thought of it? You need to give people a chance to make things right, especially if you think they did wrong. Since you are so sure of yourself, let's switch gears and talk about you. You're the star, the key to this whole thing. Adam gulped. Hearing he was the star made him sick to his stomach. The situation was dire, and one slip, one wrong comment, and it would be over. Whatever it is you want from me, I'm telling you you're wrong. Just, please don't. And if it's something you need me to do, I'm sorry, but I just won't help your fucked up plans. What is it about you, Adam, that everyone wants? Huh? That 2 million people around the world are so entranced that they need to follow you. You're so fucking vapid. Does that make you proud to be a product of substance that 2 million people around the world want to fuck you? It's good to know you have such values, that you're more than what's on the outside. Earl's speech was dripping with the venomous sarcasm. It was so acidic that one could imagine it burning holes into the floor. Yeah, I want to know what gives you the special something, that it factor. I can be charismatic as fuck, but no one will look at me the way they look at you. And it can't be just because you're hot, because there are tons of hot douchebags everywhere. But you with your 2 million fans, you must have something special inside that separating you from the pack. If I carve you open, will I find it? Will there be in your chest or gut shining like a gem I can hold? Maybe I can absorb it and my life can be a little more perfect too. It'll just be walls of meat bound by sinew and fat, just like all the rest. Lucky there's nothing to Adam. He has as much integrity and soul as a fucking balloon. His value is merely projected onto him by others because of how white, hot, built, and masculine he is. That's not true. I also do karaoke. Hey Adam, do you have any non-friend white friends? You fucking piece of shit. Well, I think Vince is non-white. Yeah, do you have any pals who aren't muscular, crossfit, protein drinking fucktards? We saw your nowgram, and all your pictures are like that. Of course not. He's so obsessed with image and that everyone around him fits his persona non grata that he cannot be seen with anyone unlike him. Vince, you were my friend. You aren't white. You weren't even outgoing, and still I felt like there was something there, that we could be friends. Liar, I know exactly who you are. You're one of those homophobic gays, so damn insecure you can't have friends, or especially lovers, who aren't straight acting. That word disgusts me. Do you know how many idiots have broken Vince's little heart once they found out he wasn't the lumberjack of their dreams? Oh, Vince is feminine. Okay, now I get it. I know what I am, Adam. How I sound and act. I'm not the most masculine guy despite how I look. I know you'd be embarrassed and never would have brought me around if I'd been myself. That's what I thought. You only kept me around because I could help your career. That's not fair, Vince. But that is what it is, isn't it? You're so used to people worshipping you and getting your way that you've become completely selfish. You are the glaring example of what's wrong with our entire gay culture. God, this game is hammering the message. But you are also extremely visible, so even you can be helpful. What do you mean? Once we slaughter you, we'll post your various remains into your Nowgram account. We'll also use your fan base to showcase Kang's, Pierce's, and everyone else's as a warning and a statement. 2 million people will learn fear and either change their hearts or cower, because we will be coming for them. I'll use Steve's website to showcase his own demise, and of course Lars's death will gain media attention. This isn't an isolated event. This is a revolution. We'll kill until there's no one left but our supporters, and the world has shifted towards accountability. You'll never know what it's like to be ignored, passed over, laughed at, shunned, cause you can't help your body type. My genetic inferiority won't be something that keeps me from a happy life. All you gay white 6'3" muscular masculine shit eaters won't be worshipped anymore. Stop it. You won't get away with this. He most certainly will. No one really knows any of us are here tonight. There are no records, no books. Once we're done, we'll set up the mansion to burn down in flames. It'll look like an electrical fire and no evidence will be left. By the time anyone realizes any of you are missing, they'll think you all died in an accident. That'll give us enough time to disappear back into the abyss. Then we'll post all our footage and pics like I mentioned, thus shocking the global gay community into re-evaluating itself. But by then, will be impossible to find and have set up shop somewhere else, where we'll devour another set of men until everyone finally gets it. So what do you think? You should be honored to be part of something so monumentous. Jesus. Time seems to stop for Adam. He closes his eyes for a second, and when he reopens them, they glimmer with wetness from a layer of tears just above the surface. Suddenly I feel that the ending we had before is better. Yeah, it kinda like... Yeah. How will he handle this? Be fierce. Speak calmly and genuinely. Beg and plead. Let's speak calmly and genuinely, but before that I need to make tea because my voice is cracking from all this genuine talk. So hold on just a minute. I'm gonna go to a quick commercial break and we see how this murder mystery is going to end. I am the Ben & Jerry's Rat. We are an ancient order from the world of Dune. Can we find the next Muad'Dib? You. Where did you get Lisan El Guyava. So spoke the Ben & Jerry's Rat. You wish to take the test. Real before the Ben & Jerry's Rat. In this box, there is pain and cookie dough. Will you dare to reach your hand in it? Will you be the one truly Muad'Dib? Or will you be cast aside like a chunky monkey in the sands?
Lemon and lemon.
Chunky monkey! Welcome to Linguistics. I'm Father Ivar. Thorin and Luca goggle at him wide-eyed. Father? Wait, he's not a twink at all. He's a... daddy? Brother Soren, I've heard much about you. I'm looking forward to seeing what you can do. Yes, the feeling is mutual, Father. I am also looking forward to seeing what you can do.
Odin?
Guys, this game is not too big on consent, but Jesus Christ, what would you do if you see this hunk of a man lying passed out in the street?
Hey, Odin, you alright there?
Odin has some serious issues. I wouldn't date him.
Odin, are you even alive?
Later on, you should practice your British voice for upcoming character. I have no problem with my British voice. How frightfully rude. Freshen your cup, Governor. I've got all the Brits in me. What's this? Oh,
Okay, it's the same lady from...
those that don't disappear. Okay, everyone, I am back and we are solving the murder mystery of Let's Meet Adam, a gay erotic escape room murder shenanigans. And well, you can see who our culprits are. Kinda expected, I would say. But at the same time, I knew that Earl was the murderer because he swapped with Kang. But it's still kind of sad, and we will speak calmly and genuinely. So basically the reason their motivation is because they all have an attribute that it's considered rejected in the gay community. Lucky is fat, Earl is Asian, and Vince is feminine, a feminine top, which I can like, a feminine muscle top. I'm sure there'll be plenty of takers, so they have a vendetta against the patriarchy and the whites. So there we have it. If I could take away the pain you guys feel, I would. I don't know how I didn't see it there before. Anyway, it's getting late, and the night isn't as fresh as it used to be. Don't you agree, Adam? I'm sorry. A long, dreadful silence had come over those in the bright white room. What did you say? I'm sorry this happened to you. What? Are you trying to pity me? I thought you were all monsters. Actually, you're like working parts of a whole beast. A monster made of blind rage. But at its core, your cores, I think it's really sad. Adam. Not that you're sad, it's sadness. At the core of all this is sadness. And it makes me sad that you all became this way. It didn't have to be this way. I know you guys must have suffered and been hurt a lot to become this damaged. And I mean this. Somewhere I know there's still good within you. Oh, fuck you. Let him speak. Earl raises his hand sharply, but his eyes had started to lighten, to shine. The world won't change from this act. No act like this, anyway. I don't think something spawned from hate can create acceptance or even love. Not the real kind. I just don't see how you can love something because you fear not loving it. People need to be shocked into taking notice. You can't just cuddle them into acceptance. Maybe not, but the angle is all wrong. Don't be upset, but I think solidarity coming from hope for change is a stronger bridge to awareness. Tell me how. Well, when someone you love is hurting and is convinced that there is no hope, what do? For me, I hold them. I hold them tight and I don't let go until they listen and accept my comfort. They'll struggle and cry, but eventually being held is enough. It's enough for them to see that very hope, that things will change, that things do get better. Instead of holding the community with a knife, hold them tight, like a friend you don't want to lose. Tell them why they need to see that change through, so that they can be happy and move on. And then so can you. Lucky shifts uncomfortably, but even he says nothing. The silence is back once again, but this time it is different. He's right. What? You can't be serious. We wanted the ideal of acceptance so much that we mistaken wrath for strength and turned into something unacceptable ourselves. Hate only begates hate. We can't continue this cycle of intolerance. But Earl. Let him go. Have you lost it? What about the plan? He'll blab and we won't get away. There is nowhere for us to go. Don't you understand? Not after this. Not after what we've done. We were wrong, and now there's no going back. So let Adam go. Undo his restraints. You ruined everything, Adam. I'll kill him. You dare go against Al's wishes? Vince roars at Lucky while shoving past him and towards the backside of Adam's chair. The little man's eyes hardened, and you could tell he was holding in a tile of fury. No, of course not. Vince. Vince had carefully undone the restraints on Adam's ankle and finally removed the handcuffs from Adam's grateful wrists. The tall man walks back to rejoin the trio. Don't thank me yet. Don't thank me just yet. I didn't do this for you. Speechless, Adam stood up slowly, still unsure if this was a trick and they would pounce like rabid wolves. His knees shook under the weight of his newfound freedom, and finally, he was able to let out a breath of nervous relief. Go. Those doors will lead you to the exit, the first foyer. I'm not leaving without Bart. Go quickly before I change my mind. This place is going to be an inferno soon. But Adam takes one final look at his former friends. Despite all that happened, there was still something there for him. Vince, come with me. Adam, just go. Vince says with a smile. I'm staying here with Earl. The three of us stay together. So just get out of here before I do something they'll make me regret. Adam nods. His eyes tingle with sadness, but also determination. He rushes past the trifecta, and just before he bursts through the double door and then towards the library, he looks back. Earl, Vince, and Lucky hold hands as the closing of the door behind Adam seals them away. The brightness of the room seems to envelop them, and like a dream, they vanish into white light. Adam had barely enough time to escape. By the time he burst through the front door of the mansion, it was already covered in searing flames. Billowing orange smoke pours out of the crumbles remnant of Escape Mansion WeHo as dancing firelight reflects in his eyes. There was no way anything, not evidence and not anyone, could survive the intensity of that giant blaze. It illuminated all of WeHo. Adam was still in shock over the events of the night, but at least he was alive to witness the aftermath. He had survived. Relieved and happy underneath an indigo sky of merciful stars. A few months later, bright sunlight floods the cabin midday as Adam reads a book aboard a train destined for Portland. Of course he'll go to Portland. The sunshine heats up his left arm. The feeling is warm and comforting. Excuse me, sorry. Is it okay if I sit here? Adam's reading was interrupted by the soft whisper of a young man in his mid-20s. His voice is scratchy, nervous but soft and kind of sounding, with just a hint of that lisp. It's a cute voice, Adam thinks to himself. Hey, yeah, sure, no worries. You can take this window seat, best one in the house. Really? You don't want it for yourself? Nah, I'll be too busy reading, so the view is kinda wasted on me. The man nearly looks at the layout of the open page of Adam's book. Typo? That's a cool textbook. Are you a graphic designer? Not yet, but I'm going back to school for it in the fall. In Portland. Let's just say LA isn't a good place for me. Not anymore. It's time for a new adventure. The indie music scene in Portland is really awesome, by the way. Nice. Are you headed there too? Oh, yeah, but only for a visit. My family. Adam and the passenger exchange warm smiles. Well, go on, take the seat. Oh, and before I forget, I really like that shirt. Oh, this? The man says with an embarrassed tone. He clutches the bottom hem and pulls it down as if hoping it will stay lowered. It's my favorite, although honestly, it's getting a little small for me now. Well, I think you look great. Adam says with a smile. Oh, really? Why, thank you. A pink blush comes over the man's face while he haphazardly tries to pick up his luggage case behind him. Adam sighed and looked out the window while his new neighbor is lodging his stuff in the above compartment. A satisfied and genuinely happy smile softens Adam's face. A new dawn is on the horizon. The sight of cold grass skyscraper will soon erode away. As the trip along the coast opens up to reveal a sky full of promise, learning, change, and then finally redemption at last. So Bart is dead. We have no way to save Bart. I'm curious if there was ever a way to save Bart. What do you think? Is there a way to save Bart? Do I have a way of knowing? You know what? Let's load from... You know what? Wait, no. No, I think we'll call it quits. And if you guys want to see the other endings, you can do it on your own. I will do it offline and I will report to you. All right. So guys, this was Let's Meet Adam. It was a 3-part stream, so this will conclude this. And next week we have a new and promising indie designer that came to me and asked me to play his game. So we will do just this. R.I.P. Bart, all the villain monologue for nothing. I know. Why would they just killed him for nothing? I wonder if there's a way to save him. It's very disappointing that they just let him burn, but okay. And Pierce, that ass was fire, even for a corpse. Oh well. Alright guys, so if you made it all the way here and you're still not subscribed to the channel, now is the time to show your love. Give this video a subscribe, leave a positive comment in the comment section, and give this video a thumbs up. It really helps with the algorithm. In addition, if you want to see the non-censored pictures, I will be posting them on the Discord right in front of my next stream. And if you want to support this channel and help a young artist like me sponsor this channel, then we have the Patreon where I'm posting all of the non-censored gameplays. In fact, I've already posted the gameplay from 2 days ago, so you can see the Pierce sex scene in there now if you go to the Patreon. Only $5 a month, or you can become a free subscriber because sometimes I post things for the free content people. Alright, so with that, guys, I love you so much. I will see you next week. And until then, be kind to random sluts on the internet. As this game proved, sometimes they can take vengeance if you don't. Au revoir Tony Rock, and thank you so much. Bye bye.